All right, so today we're going to be doing a deep dive into the Hawthorne Legacy.
Yes.
Which is the sequel to the Inheritance games, which we've talked about before.
Yes, we have.
And we're back with Avery.
We are?
She is figuring out what to do now that she has inherited this fortune and all these mysteries surrounding the Hawthorne family.
Yes, definitely.
So let's jump right into it.
Okay, sounds good.
The book opens with a bang.
It does, literally.
With an explosion.
Yeah, at Hawthorne House.
Someone is sending Avery a very pointed message.
They are a bomb.
A bomb.
Luckily, she makes it out okay.
Oh, good.
But it really sets the tone for this book.
Danger.
Yeah, danger around every corner.
And no one is safe?
Nope, not at all.
So we've got this danger lurking around.
Right.
But Avery's also still got to figure out how she feels about Grayson and Jameson.
Yes, the Hawthorne brothers.
Yes. And they're both interested in her.
They are?
But in very different ways.
In very different ways.
So Grayson,
My older brother.
he starts to take on this mentor role.
He does very protective.
Almost like he's preparing her for battle.
Yes, and he actually starts teaching her some survival skills.
Oh?
Like skiing
Okay.
and sword fighting.
Sword fighting.
Sword fighting! Wow. It's intense.
Yeah, like she's really got to watch her back.
She does.
So Grayson's all about teaching her to survive.
Yes.
But then we have Jameson.
Right, Jameson the Charmer.
Always.
Always.
So how does he approach Avery?
He connects with her on a much more emotional level.
Oh, so he's letting down his guard.
He is being vulnerable with her.
And drawing her in.
Yes.
Oh, so we've got this classic love triangle.
We do.
You know, the reliable one versus the more sensitive one?
Yes.
That's a tough choice.
It is a tough choice.
But Avery can't just focus on romance.
No, she can't.
Because she's also trying to figure out
All the mysteries?
all the mysteries Tobias left behind.
Yes. And she starts with a hidden letter.
Okay, so Tobias wrote a letter before his death.
He did.
And he hid it. So what does it say?
This letter is a big one.
Okay.
So in it, Tobias reveals that he believed one of his sons tried to kill him years ago.
One of his sons tried to kill him.
Yes, that's what he believed.
And this is why he created this whole game.
This is why he set everything up the way he did.
He wanted to test his sons.
Exactly, to see if any of them were worthy
Oh, wow.
of his fortune.
So it wasn't just about the money.
No, it was about something much bigger.
It was about trust
It was about character,
and,
safety.
yes, his own safety.
So he was afraid of his sons.
It seems that way.
But there's another mystery, too.
There is.
This fire on Hawthorne Island.
Yes, 20 years before the events of this book.
A fire!
Yeah, and 3 teenagers died.
Oh, no.
And it seems like the Hawthornes have been covering it up.
So Avery's stepping into a really dangerous situation.
She is a hornet's nest for sure.
Yeah. And then
Obi shows up,
Tobias's son.
the one they thought was dead.
Exactly. Everyone thought he was dead.
But he's not dead.
No, he's been living under this assumed name Harry.
And he was adopted by Tobias.
He was.
But here's the thing.
Okay, tell me.
He confesses to starting that fire.
He does the fire on Hawthorne Island.
Toby started the fire.
Toby or Harry or whatever we want to call him.
So many names.
No.
This is crazy.
It is a huge twist.
Wait, there's more.
There's always more.
He says that he was in love with Avery's mom.
He was with Sarah.
They had a relationship.
They did, and it's even more complicated because Sarah's sister died in that fire.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Family history.
It's a lot.
So complicated.
Just cycle.
But Avery,
Yes?
she starts to investigate her own past.
She does.
She's trying to find clues about her mom.
Trying to understand her mom's life.
Yeah. And she finds a photo album
Interesting.
that suggests a connection.
Between Sarah and the Hawthornes,
But specifically,
Grayson and Jameson's dad.
Sheffield, the one who's estranged from the family.
That's right.
So Avery is not just uncovering the Hawthorne secrets.
Yep.
She's uncovering her own family's past.
It's all intertwined.
Yeah, and it seems like Avery being there, it's forcing the Hawthornes to confront their past.
It is in ways they never expected.
Okay, so we got to talk about Sheffield for a second.
Okay.
Why is he estranged from the family?
That's a mystery that kind of unfolds throughout the book.
Okay.
But we know that he's powerful,
Okay.
ruthless,
Got it.
and the Hawthornes, they're afraid of him.
But Avery,
Yes.
she seems determined to find him.
She wants answers.
I think meeting Sheffield is going to be a turning point.
I think you're right.
But before we get to that,
Yes.
there's another bombshell.
Oh, there's always another bombshell.
Always.
So remember Toby
Harry.
Toby.
Right? So many names.
Yeah. He said he started the fire,
Yes.
and he said he was Avery's father.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's not.
He's not her biological father.
But he was there at her birth.
He signed her birth certificate.
That's a mystery.
So who is Avery's father?
That's the question that hangs over the rest of the book.
Wow. So much has happened.
I know, right?
And it feels like we're just getting started.
Oh, we're just scratching the surface.
Of all the mysteries in the Hawthorne legacy,
We are.
so much more to uncover.
Absolutely.
This is going to be an exciting deep dive.
I think so, too.
All right, buckle up, everybody.
It's going to be a wild ride. As we get deeper into the Hawthorne legacy, you see Avery dealing with the weight of the Hawthorne name and their money.
Mm-hmm.
It makes her question where she fits in.
Right, and on top of that, she's still trying to find out who her real father is.
Exactly. It's like trying to solve a puzzle, but some of the pieces are missing.
Yeah, and throughout all this, she's trying to figure out her feelings for Grayson and Jameson.
Yes, each brother kind of represents a different path for her.
I see that.
You know, Grayson's more grounded and traditional.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Jameson.
More adventurous?
Yes, more rebellious.
It's interesting how the author uses these characters to explore different sides of Avery.
Absolutely. And as the story moves forward, we see Avery becoming more sure of herself.
Okay.
She starts using her smarts to solve Tobias's puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
She's making decisions about who to trust and what she wants to do.
So we've got this mystery about the fire,
Yes.
the search for Avery's father,
Right.
and this love triangle.
Mm-hmm.
What happens next?
Things get really intense when Avery decides to find Sheffield.
Grayson and Jameson's dad.
Yes, the one who's estranged from the family.
Right, and she thinks he might have some answers.
She does.
I bet the other Hawthorns aren't happy about that.
They're not, especially Grayson.
Yeah, he knows how dangerous his father is.
He does, but Avery's determined.
Sounds like Avery's starting to take more risks.
Yes, even defying the Hawthorns.
Does that lead to trouble?
It does, big trouble. Avery actually finds Sheffield,
Okay.
but it goes very wrong.
Oh, no.
Sheffield's a manipulator, and he ends up holding her captive.
He kidnaps her.
Basically, yes, he thinks Toby is Avery's father,
Right.
and he wants to use Avery to get to Toby.
Sheffield blames Toby for ruining his life.
Yes, he does.
So now Avery's all alone with this dangerous man.
It's terrifying, but luckily Toby shows up.
Okay.
And one of the Hawthorne employees who we find out has been working for Sheffield.
So Avery's saved.
She is after a tense confrontation.
That's a relief.
It is, and it changes Avery.
In what way?
She realizes she's in danger.
Mm-hmm.
She can't just count on the Hawthorns to protect her.
She needs to be able to protect herself.
Exactly. She needs to be stronger.
Both physically and mentally.
Yes.
So this experience forces her to take her training with Grayson more seriously.
It does.
And she becomes more skilled at fighting and surviving.
But it also causes problems between her and Grayson.
Because he didn't want her to go see his father.
Right. He's furious that she put herself in danger.
But Avery wants to solve things herself.
Yes. She's not just going to wait around for someone to rescue her.
It creates a lot of tension in their relationship.
It does. Avery starts to wonder if Grayson can accept her for who she is.
Someone who's strong and independent.
Exactly. And then you have Jameson, who supports her choices.
He understands her need to find answers.
He does.
So the love triangle intensifies.
It does. But Avery's main focus is still the truth about her past.
Okay.
And she makes a big discovery.
What was it?
Her mother wasn't just involved with Toby.
Oh.
She was also best friends with Evelyn.
Grayson and Jameson's mother.
Yes, before the fire.
So everything is connected.
Everything. And this connection leads Avery to the truth about the fire.
It wasn't an accident.
It wasn't someone set it on purpose.
Oh, hold on. Toby confessed to starting the fire.
I know, but it turns out he didn't do it.
So who did?
Well, that's the big cliffhanger at the end of this section.
Oh, man.
We're left wondering who the real arsonist is.
And why they do it.
Exactly. But one thing's for sure, the secrets about this fire run deep.
Every time Avery thinks she's found an answer,
Mm-hmm.
it just leads to more questions.
It does.
That's what makes this book so exciting.
Absolutely. You're always on the edge of your seat.
You never know what's going to happen next.
And that's where we leave off for now.
All right, so we're back, and we know that the fire was arson.
Right. Someone said it intentionally.
So where do we go from here?
Well, Avery's trying to figure out who would do that.
Mm-hmm.
And she starts looking more into her mother's past.
Sarah.
Yeah, I remember she was really close with Evelyn Hawthorne.
Right before the fire.
Exactly.
And we know Sarah's sister died in the fire?
Mm-hmm.
Could that be a connection?
Maybe Avery starts to investigate the events before the fire.
Okay.
And she uncovers some pretty shocking stuff.
Like what?
Okay, so it turns out there was a lot of tension between Sarah and Evelyn.
What about it?
Because Sarah was keeping a secret.
Another secret.
Right, and this secret affects the whole Hawthorne family.
Okay. I'm on the edge of my seat.
So Sarah was pregnant
Wow.
at the time of the fire.
Oh, wow.
And get this.
Yeah.
The father was Sheffield.
No way Grayson and Jameson's dad.
Yes.
So Sarah and Sheffield were having an affair
It seems that way.
while she was friends with his wife.
Yeah, pretty messed up.
This family is full of secrets.
And lies and betrayal.
No wonder they're all so messed up.
Right.
So how does this change things?
It changes everything. For one, it explains why Sheffield hates Toby.
Because he thought Toby was the father.
Right.
Wow.
And it explains the problems between Grayson and Jameson.
Because they thought their dad cheated on their mom.
Exactly. But now we see there's more to the story.
So much more.
Right. And Avery's right in the middle of it all.
Trying to figure out her place.
Exactly. She's learning all this new stuff about her mother,
Mm-hmm.
and it's changing how she sees herself.
This is where identity becomes such a big theme.
It is, because if Sheffield is her father...
Then Grayson and Jameson are her half-brothers.
Yeah, crazy, right?
And she has to decide if she wants to be part of this family.
If she wants to embrace this connection.
Or walk away.
Right, and there's also the issue of the inheritance.
Oh, yeah. Tobias said she could only keep the money.
If she lived in Hawthorne House.
With the brothers.
Yep, but now Avery knows the truth.
Can't she really stay?
That's the question.
Tough choice.
It is, she'd have all this money.
But she'd be tied to this family.
And all their baggage.
So what does she do?
Well, Avery's always been smart and strong.
Yeah.
But this decision really challenges her.
What about Grayson and Jameson?
Yeah, how do they react to all this?
They're the truth about their mom and Avery.
Their reactions are complicated.
Oh.
Grayson's angry at first.
Makes sense. He feels betrayed by his parents.
Exactly. But Jameson's more understanding.
He sees that people make mistakes.
Yeah.
So it's causing even more tension between them.
Right in the middle of this love triangle.
Avery's got to choose.
But it's not just about romance.
No.
Someone is still trying to hurt Avery.
They don't want her to find out the truth.
And it's getting more dangerous.
She can't trust anyone.
Not even the Hawthorne.
So who set the fire?
Well, everything comes out during this big showdown.
At Hawthorne House.
Yeah, all the secrets are revealed.
Okay, so who was it?
It was Orrin,
The lawyer.
the Hawthorne's lawyer.
Wow, I never would have guessed that.
He was in love with Evelyn.
Oh, so he was jealous of Sheffield.
Yeah, he thought the fire would make Evelyn leave Sheffield.
And go back to her husband?
Exactly. But it obviously didn't work out that way.
It's actually really sad.
It is his love for Evelyn blinded him.
And caused all this pain.
Yeah.
So what about Avery's father?
She finally gets confirmation.
Sheffield is her father.
Yes.
So now what?
What does she choose?
Does she stay with the Hawthornes?
Who does she end up with, Grayson or Jameson? I won't spoil everything,
Right.
but Avery makes some big decisions.
Okay.
She decides to become independent from the Hawthornes.
Wow.
She chooses freedom over their money and their name.
So she's breaking free from the Hawthorne legacy.
Exactly, and she makes a choice about the love triangle, too.
No spoilers.
But it's a choice that shows how much she's grown.
This book is all about self-discovery.
It is, and about the choices we make.
And how strong we can be, even when things are tough.
Well said.
If you haven't read this book yet,
You should.
it's a great story with mystery and romance and family drama.
It'll keep you guessing until the very end.
That's The Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes.
Check it out.
And that's it for our deep dive.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll be back soon with another episode.
Exploring another great book.
Until then, happy reading, everyone.